Hi, how are you doing? Today we're talking about the STEMinist novella series. This is a first series discussion for 2023, although it's a series I finished in 2022. That's what you get when you take a 3-month break. But I'm very excited to talk to you about the series. If you're new here, series discussions are completely spoiler free, but they are just a video series I've created to motivate myself to finish more series, because the more series that I finish, the more content I have, which makes my life easier. But this is a series of 3 companion novellas that are each adult romances following a different friend industry person friend group. And yeah, I'll get more into a synopsis as I go through each novella, because like I said, they're standalones, like the companion novels, so you don't necessarily have to read them in order. Each of them has a different synopsis, so that would make this video much more easier. So let's start with my ranking of this series, going from my least favorite to my favorite. My least favorite of the series was Below Zero. Then on number 2 we have A No One Roof, and in the first place we have Stuck With You. So let's get into my thoughts on each individual novella, so you know why that ranking is the way it is. Starting with the first book in the series, A No One Roof. In this one, we follow Mara, who inherits half a house from her mentor. The other half is owned by the mentor's cousin, Liam, and he has been living in this house for a while the mentor lived somewhere else. So he's had this house for, quite a time to his own. When Mara decides to move in, obviously he isn't very excited to share, and we have a hate to love kind of situation, forced proximity romance going on, and I give this 4 out of 5 stars. I thought this was a really fun novella. I had a lot of fun reading it. I read it pretty quickly as well. I mean, it's a novella, it's not gonna take me a long time, but I flew through it. I thought the relationship was very well developed, even though I felt like the characters were one-dimensional. I do really like how this kind of took place over a longer period of time. Of course, we had a lot of time jumps in it, so that we could see them actually developing a relationship, going from not liking to each other to be friendly with each other to falling in love. I thought all of that was really well done. Then the second book in the series is Stuck With You, which follows Sadie, who had a cute 24 hours with this guy named Eric. They had a meet cute, and then they just had a day of adventures together, but all of that ended very badly, and now at the beginning of this book, this novella, they are stuck in an elevator with each other and forced to kind of work out what happened between them. And yeah, I give this 4 out of 5 stars. This is my favorite in the series, as I said before. I really loved the romance in this one. It is very insta-lovey, but I do think these characters had an instant connection to each other, and I really felt that tension between them, and I really love how that was done. And this also has 2 timelines. We follow those 24 hours, and then of course we also follow their time in the elevator, and I thought those storylines were very well balanced with each other, especially because it's a novella, so you don't have a lot of time. I do still think it was really well done to have both of those timelines. I'm just really upset that this whole thing ended up hinging on this massive miscommunication, and I was just that was so disappointing, because I felt it could have been worked out very easily, and there would have been no need for this story, but instead we just got something very stupid. Then lastly in the series we have Below Zero, which follows Hannah, who works at NASA, and she is on an Arctic research mission, and while she's doing that she ends up going out in a storm, even if it doesn't advise, but she's this is the time where it's the best, I guess. And she goes out and ends up getting stuck, and she gets rescued by Ian, who is a guy who also works at NASA, and they don't get along at all. And yeah, I gave this one 2 out of 5 stars. This one did not work for me. I just did not really like our main character, and I thought there was no chemistry between our 2 romantic leads, which, considering this is a novella, doesn't really leave a whole lot left. The other characters from the series make an appearance in this book towards the end, and I thought that was a really fun moment, and I really enjoyed that. But for the rest, I thought this was just very meh and just not my thing. So yeah, then we're already at my overall thoughts for this series. I thought these were fun and short romances. Of course, they're novellas, but they were a fun time, and I absolutely flew through these books. They didn't really take up a lot of my time, which is a fun thing to have in between reads. but I don't think the series is anything like special or groundbreaking. It's not like I'm like, you need to read these novellas, they're so good. No, they're a fun time, and I would recommend them if you want like something bite-sized in between like bigger novels. But you know, it's fine. And if you're an Ali Hazelwood fan, like definitely, you probably already read these, but like still read them if you want, because I feel like Ali Hazelwood is very well known for repeating the same tropes over and over again. They're all of these are kind of like a hate to love situation. You have a big guy, small girl, you know, all of that is present in all of these novellas. And if you don't like those things, like, you're not gonna like these. You're never gonna like any of her books. I think we're always gonna fall into those situations. So yeah, if you don't like Ali Hazelwood's writing or other books, like, you're also not gonna like this series. That is really everything that I've got for you. Let me know in the comments what you thought of these books, if you've read them, so we can discuss them. Feel free to go into spoilery detail. I always love discussing books in spoilery details, but I prefer making my videos spoiler free so more people can watch them. So at the top of your comment, if you go into spoiler, leave a little spoiler warning so people who are watching this video know not to reach a comment if they've not read the series. And yeah, that's everything I've got for you today. Hopefully I'll see you around. Bye!
Here I am again, the same old situation. Why does the God thing have to be so complicated? Should